All right, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and 22. A sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. Call Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who teach you well. Peace and infinite salutations to the elect, the 144,000 that are scattered abroad doing this work in truth and in sincerity. I'm the brother Abal Gabar from the Camp Company of Prophets here in Tampa, Florida. Coming at you with another update. Title of the lesson is Be Alert. Putin warns the West of World War III, hashtag end times, hashtag prophecy. Because we know that this is all according to Bible prophecy. And what we're seeing, I'm going to play this video from Redacted. This is just some more rumors of wars that Yahweh Shai warned of. But ultimately what's going to happen is what's going on in the Middle East, these wars that are brewing up, and you got Russia and Ukraine. Now NATO's talking about, arming Ukraine with long-range weapons, and Russia's talking about responding. Ultimately, what's going to happen is going to lead to World War III, and it's going to be, the War of Armageddon spoken of in the Bible. This is all Bible prophecy. And the end of that is going to be the destruction of America, Mystery Babylon the Great. This place is going to be turned into a lake of fire, man. It's going to be turned into a desert, all right? That's what's about to take place on this earth, man, all right? And we're coming to you with prophecy, all right? We're giving you warning. We are the spiritual weathermen, so to say. We're telling you what's going to happen in the future according to the Bible, all right? We're giving you warning from Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, man. All right, so let me go ahead and play this video. I'm going to read the scripture again. Jeremiah 50 and 22. A sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. All right, so
we are facing a massive escalation towards thermonuclear war with Russia, and Putin has just responded to a damning new plan by the White House to launch long-range weapons inside of Russia, teaming up with the United Kingdom to pull all of this off. So we'll get to Putin's response here in a minute. I just can't believe we didn't have a deeper discussion about nuclear war during the debate the other night, because here we are on the precipice of nuclear war. Here, according to Politico, with this exclusive report, White House finalizing plans to expand where Ukraine can hit inside of Russia. The talks have been closely held among a small group of officials inside the White House. And over the past 24 hours, we've had the deep state puppets running the White House have finalized plans to expand the war against Russia. We've been reporting, of course, that according to our sources here at Redacted, that what Politico is now confirming, which we've already been saying here on this show, so they've actually confirmed this. David Sachs, tweeting this just a few minutes ago, says the White House is ready to greenlight the use of American missiles to strike targets deep inside of Russia. The Russians have many ways to retaliate. Why are we taking this risk? Ukraine is neither a treaty ally nor vital interest. Biden himself once warned this could cause World War III. Yes, that's exactly right. An attack against Russia in this way would launch World War III. Here was President Biden in 2022 saying,
the idea that we're going to send in offensive equipment and have planes and tanks and trains going in with American pilots and American crews. Just understand, don't kid yourself, no matter what you all say. That's called World War III. Okay? Let's get
it right.
all right, and there's a damn ad. But I'm going to play this video. I'm going to continue to play it. But we know that World War III is Bible prophecy, man. Okay? This is all according to the Holy Bible. The lake of fire spoken of in the scriptures. John the Revelator on the island of Patmos, he got a series of visions. One of the visions he saw was America being hit with thermonuclear missiles. And that's what's about to take place on this earth, man. All right? The War of Armageddon. All right, this is all part of Bible prophecy. Let me go ahead and grab this real quick. This is Habakkuk 2 and 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." So the vision, the prophecies are not going to be delayed. These prophecies are going to take place, and they're going to take place in the very near future. Okay, and we always go. I'd love to go into World War III. That's one of my favorite topics to go into, because if World War III is at the door, you know what else is at the door, man? The mark of the beast, okay, which means the crash of the dollar, okay? The United States dollar is through, it's done, okay? And this is all part of the plans of the elites, you know, the Edomites, to get everybody on earth tagged with a micro CHIP, all right? The mark of the beast spoken of in Revelation 13, which, by the way, the mark of the beast has to come first, all right? Before World War III, before Russia shoots missiles over here and, you know, major war pops off, there's going to be a major prophecy that has to happen first, all right, which we know is the mark of the beast, man, all right, the RFID CHIP, all right, that's coming. That's right around the corner, man. If this war is really heating up like this, like you heard it, so now they're talking about using American missiles to strike against Russia. Ukraine's going to be using pretty much American arsenal to strike against Russia. Biden said it a few months ago that's World War III. All right. So how close are we to the mark of the beast then? How close are we to the digital currency? It could be months away. It could happen right as the elections go off, before the elections, after the elections. Something major is about to happen, man. All right. And we've been warning you. All right. And there's also coming down hard with the censorship. So we're not going to be doing these videos for much longer, man. All right. The age of, you know, us brothers and the Hebrew Israelites on the internet, that's coming to an end rapidly. The scriptures tell you to seek the Lord while he may be found, man. And if you don't have the truth, if you don't know this doctrine, if you don't know Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, well, get ready to kiss your ass goodbye in a thermonuclear war, man. All right? Because that's what's coming, man. All right? So the vision is for an appointed time. There's a certain time that this prophecy is going to take place. What prophecy is that? World War III. Okay, all these major nations are going to be gathered into the valley of Jehoshaphat in the Middle East to fight this third world war, man. All right, and it's going to end with America getting hit. All right, all these nations, even America's allies, like the scriptures tell you in Revelation, the beast shall hate the whore. Okay, the whore represents America. The beast represents NATO and the EU. So these allies of America, something big's going to happen, man. Okay, where these nations, these allies of America, they're going to end up turning their back on America. All right. And we're witnessing the beginning of this. Okay. The beginning of sorrows. All right. It says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So these prophecies are not being delayed, man. The prophecies are jumping off of the pages. All right. I mean, the war speaks for itself. What's going on, it speaks for itself. But people are so blind by the bread and circus, by the NFL season being back on, you know, whatever it is, people are entertained by the BS. They don't realize that missiles are about to rain on America, man. And this is part of the prophecies of the Bible, man. All right. The destruction of America is part of the prophecies of the Holy Bible. All right. A lot of people are going to die. Family, friends, okay, individuals. I mean, the only ones that are going to be saved in America is the elect, the 1/3. Everybody else is going to be fried. All right. Shalom, Naquam. Sirach 39:16. All the works of the Lord are exceeding good, and whatsoever he commanded shall be accomplished in due season. That's right. So there's no way around it. There's no stopping World War III. There's no question about it. It is going to happen. It's not about if, it's about when. All right. And one major sign we're looking for is the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is gonna speed everything up. Okay. There's a series of prophecies, and prophecies happen in order. Everything must be done decently and in order, including prophecy. And the first prophecy is the mark of the beast. All right. Let me grab this real quick. 2 Ezra 9 and verse 5. It says, for like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. The end is manifesting before everybody's eyes, man. All right. So let's go ahead and play the video some more.
They treated him like he was crazy. Like, calm down, sir. Calm down.
Yeah, Trump during the debate was the only one. He's like, we're talking about nuclear weapons. We're talking about nuclear war. And he was saying it almost like into a vacuum,
And
because
it was
certainly
not
ABC was not interested in listening to
escalate the conversation at all. No, they were worried about fact checking him about violent crime, which they were wrong about. So they're absolutely unfocused on anything that matters.
So just so you understand, here are the details. Let's go through this Politico piece, which is stunning. We're talking about war with a nuclear country. White House finalizing plans to expand where Ukraine can hit inside of Russia. The talks have been closely held among a small group of officials inside the White House. White House finalizing these plans to ease restrictions on how Ukraine can use U.S. donated weapons and better protect itself from Russian missiles, according to a Western official and two other people familiar with the discussions. The details of the plan are still coming together, but officials in Washington, London, and Kiev have in recent days discussed expanding the area inside of Russia that Ukraine can hit with American and British-made weapons. They also discussed how to prevent additional cross-border attacks by Russia, including U.S. agreeing to allow Ukraine to use UK long-range missiles that contain American parts. So these current conversations are ongoing and significant.
So now this, proxy war, this war, America's in the mix, man. Okay. Whether people want to admit it or not, America's trying their best to stay out of it, but we know that ultimately America's going to be drawn into this war by the small hats. Okay. So with this taking place, don't be surprised if you see a Russian attack on Israel, on, these other nations that are allied with America, or even false flag attacks here in America with the sleeper cells that came in through the border. Don't be surprised, man. Keep a watch out, because something major is about to happen. So like I said, what you're seeing in this video is now Ukraine is going to be using long-range weapons to strike Russia, that they're getting this weaponry from the United States. Okay? So, and Putin's not having it. You're going to hear it. You're going to hear what he says. And see, America really thinks that they are unstoppable. Okay? Like, they don't really take Putin seriously. But this man is not playing. And really, the Most High, Yahweh, through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, is going to use this man, Putin, to wipe this place out. Okay? Ezekiel 12:25, for I am Yahweh Shai, for I am the Lord. I will speak shall come to pass. It shall no more be prolonged. It shall be more prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say that word and will perform it, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Yeah, the Lord's about to perform major prophecy. Okay. This event that's about to take place on earth is going to go down in history forever. And the prophets have been telling you about it for years and years and years. Okay? There's no question about it. We're not here questioning it. We're not, giving you, speculation. We're telling you this place, America, will be wiped off of the face of the earth by fire. The Lord himself said, I come to send fire on the earth. All right? And what will I if it be already kindled? The Most High is about to send fire on this place, primarily America. All right? These nuclear weapons are going to be used in the near future, man. All right? So you better fear the Most High. All right? You better start serving Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You better start, examining yourself. And I'm speaking to myself as well. We got to examine ourselves daily, man. Because, man, this destruction that the Lord's bringing, the world has never seen anything like it, man. Okay.
And it's a significant change to our current foreign policy. Now, Jake Sullivan is highlighted here. Back a number of months ago, of course, was on the record with Jake Tapper, lying to Jake Tapper, saying that we're not going to escalate sending F-16s. And then a few months later, he got on the record with Jake Tapper, and Jake Tapper was pissed. And Jake's like, you basically lied to me. You told me in February that you were not going to send F-16s, that this would be a dramatic escalation along the ladder to war, and you said you wouldn't do it, and now you're doing it. So you're basically lied to me. What changed? Oh, well, we've always been sort of examining the dynamics of the war and kind of looking at things. And
what do you call this? Mission creep. There's a word for it. It's happening. Mission creep.
It's disgusting, and it's deeply troubling. And is there a bigger story in the world right now? I mean, just so you understand the details here, we're talking about war with a nuclear country. And I guess the United States is okay with that because Europe would be wiped off the face of the map first. And, America loves that idea, right? Just like they did with the Nord Stream pipeline bombing. They destroy the Nord Stream pipeline, send Germany back into the dark ages. Economies in ruin, businesses closing, drives up the American dollar, drives down the euro. The United States sends barrels and barrels of natural gas because, well, the Nord Stream pipeline's blown up. So now you.
Hey, man, and y'all remember when that happened with the whole thing with the Nord Stream pipeline? America was trying to play like they, whoa, what happened? What happened? I don't know. Whoa, we got to do more investigation. And the whole time it was them. Okay. See, Esau does not play fair. This is the devil the Bible speaks of. We've been telling you that this devil, he's a deceiver. Okay. He's wicked. All right. And he's a master of deception. And he uses his media to do so.
You need to buy it from us. Right? Europe will be wiped off the face of the planet first, and make no mistake about it. Just so you understand the details here, the plans of which are already being rolled out. This is like we're hearing about it now. This is already in motion, guys. Well, this is a massive escalation towards nuclear war.
In the newsletter today, we linked you to a call for a study from the Department of Defense asking for contractors to study the effects of fallout on agriculture in Europe from nuclear war. So we know Europeans, you won't be eating unless you like radioactive eggs. We don't give a shit. We're just going to study it and see how it then affects our food supply, if it in fact will reach the capital of Panem.
We're going to get more of a deep dive on this nuclear angle in just a second here. So Vladimir Putin was just asked about this escalation from NATO, the United States, and the UK. And the reporter asked him very directly about this escalation. What does this mean for Ukraine now to have these weapons to launch inside of Russia? And Putin, he explained, he's like, look, you have to understand, first of all, Ukraine can't do any of this by themselves. They don't have satellites. They don't have these weapons. All of it is being orchestrated by NATO. And there will be consequences. Watch.
Но когда речь идет об использовании высокоточного оружия большой дальности западного производства, это совершенно другая история. Дело в том, что я уже об этом говорил, и любые эксперты это подтвердят, и у нас, и на Западе, наносить удары современными высокоточными системами большой дальности западного производства.
Florida has a near total abortion ban, with no real exceptions for rape, incest.
Украинская армия не в состоянии, она не может этого делать. Это возможно только с использованием разведданных со спутников, которыми Украина не располагает. Это данные только со спутников или Евросоюза, либо Соединенных Штатов, в общем, с натовских спутников. Это первое. Второе, и очень важное, может быть, ключевое, заключается в том, что
This is the most important part. Pay attention.
В эти ракетные системы могут, по сути, вносить только военнослужащие стран НАТО. Украинские военнослужащие делать это не могут. И поэтому речь идет не о том, чтобы разрешать украинскому режиму наносить удары по России этим оружием или не разрешать. Речь идет о том, чтобы принять решение о том, что страны НАТО напрямую участвуют в военном конфликте или нет. Если это решение будет принято, это будет означать не что иное, как прямое участие стран НАТО, Соединенных Штатов, европейских стран в войне на Украине. Это их прямое участие. И это уже, конечно, существенным образом меняет саму суть, саму природу конфликта. Это будет означать, что страны НАТО, США, европейские страны воюют с Россией. А если это так, то, имея в виду изменение самой сути этого конфликта, мы будем принимать соответствующие решения, исходя из тех угроз, которые нам будут создаваться.
All right, so I mean, you heard it. You see, I mean, if you read, you got to read that with everything that Putin just said, man. Okay, and he's pretty much saying that Ukraine doesn't have the technology to use satellites, so they're getting this technology from NATO, from the United States. Okay, and the technology of long-range weapons. So it's an indirect war happening between NATO and Russia. It's only a matter of time before it's declared. And what's that going to cause is World War III. All right. And as this is all happening, you got the BRICS nations that are linking up with, Russia. You got the currencies being destroyed. All right. Isaiah 9:5, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, right? This war is going to be with nuclear weapons, okay? And when it's declared that NATO is involved, and you're going to have active soldiers over there in Ukraine from NATO, United States, something big's going to happen, okay? Russia's going to either, which I believe that Iran already has nuclear weapons. It's just not being spoken of. And there could be different attacks taking place in Israel. Okay, we know that the scriptures say the least of the flock shall draw them out. So keep your eye on the Middle East. Keep your eye on the land of Israel as well. Okay, Russia could strike Israel. Russia can. Scriptures talk about that. Ezekiel 38. All right. So keep your eye on Israel. And when that happens, America is completely going to be drawn into the war. And then, in the midst of all of that, you're going to have civil unrest, civil war happening in America. You're going to have the microchip coming out. People are going to be getting tagged and bagged. And it's going to be ultimately, things is going to happen quick, bro. I mean, we are at the end of this thing, man. We are at the end. Yahweh Shai is at the door. All right. Let me actually grab that scripture. This is Matthew 24:33. So likewise, when you shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Okay, what's near? The salvation of Israel. All right, the destruction of America, Yahweh Shai coming back, the mark of the beast. Everything is right here, bro. It's like we're not gonna be here for another 5-10 years dealing with all this nonsense. Okay, things is happening very quick. America is completely divided. The scriptures tell you a kingdom divided against itself shall not stand. So this place is done. All right, Edomites are through. Esau, his kingdom is falling. And Jacob, you Israelites, starting with 144,000, we're going to be raised up, Lord willing, we be those men. We're going to be raised up on high, man. We're going to get the new bodies. All right, we're going to be the next rulers of earth. All these nations, you see, they're fighting. They're fighting for power right now. Okay, who's going to be the next ruler? Little do they know, the Israelites are going to be the next ruler, starting with 144,000. And let's actually grab that in the book of Daniel. This is Daniel 2:44. It says, and in the days of these kings, it's talking about right now, Daniel 2:24. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom. So right now, as all these rumors of wars and wars are talked about right now, the Most High is setting up his kingdom, starting with the men of the Lord. Yahweh Shai said the kingdom of heaven is within you. So as all these nations are getting ready to go to war, and they're going to try to fight for power to be the top dog on the earth, the Most High is already setting up his kingdom. Okay? He's going to pull the rug out from, underneath the king's feet, pretty much. All the rulers of the earth. See, Putin thinks that he's going to be the next ruler. The king of China, Xi. Putin, and then you got America. They're all fighting for power, but little do they all know, the Israelites are going to be in power next. We got next. All right, and we're never going to go down. Our kingdom is never going to be destroyed. That's why it says, and in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever, right? Because the Most High is going to give his men power, okay? Spiritual power, right? The men of the Lord are going to be beamed up as this nuclear war takes place. Missiles are going to be shot off. The elect, the 144,000, is going to be beamed up along with the rest of the 1/3, the believers. And then the believers around the world that are going to be delivered by the angels. And we're going to be changed, okay? We're going to be changed, man. And when we come back down, we're going to go conquering the rest of the world. And we're going to conquer the earth with angelic power, superhuman power, so to say. The men of the Lord are going to be turned into gods. All right. And the other nations, yeah, they're going to try to fight for a little bit, but we're going to be kicking their ass so much that they're just going to get in line. All right. That's what's about to happen, man. The men of the Lord, the prophets, are going to be set up on this earth to be kings and rulers and princes of the Most High God. Yahshar Allah. He Prince God. He's a prince of the Most High. All right. Right now, the Most High is setting up the kingdom right before everybody's eyes. And it starts right here, right now, with the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, and as knowledge is increasing and we're getting more knowledge and wisdom, wars are breaking out, bombs are dropping, earthquakes are happening, famines are happening. So we're witnessing the crash of everything right now, man. We're witnessing the crash of Mystery Babylon the Great. All right, let me play this video out and we'll grab another one and we'll close it out.
Well, shit.
So, guys, we are, I mean, just so you understand, this sort of ratcheting has been up a ladder. And just so you understand the threat escalation here, I've heard a lot of people talking about the RAND Corporation's threat escalation ladder lately. If you haven't read this document, it's well worth reading. The RAND Corporation, this is from 1984, the concepts and models of escalation. And again, it's really fascinating to go through this. I encourage you all to read it, and you can find it easily online. However, this is exactly, I'll sum it up for you here. We put together this handy little graphic so you understand exactly where we are in the threat escalation ladder scenario right now. So we are sitting right now at, well, you start at the top here. Diplomatic pressure.
So you descend into hell.
You descend into hell.
It's not basically a ladder you're climbing. It's a ladder you're descending.
Exactly. You're going down oblivion. Into hell.
Okay.
So if you start at the top, right, diplomatic pressure. Okay, you've got diplomatic pressure, then you've got economic sanctions, you've got covert operations, right? So economic sanctions, of course, hit, you know, that's actually destroyed the United States and Europe. All of the economic sanctions against Russia, they didn't work. Covert operations, we've highlighted here on the show, the special military operations, the special operations forces in Ukraine carrying out operations against Russia, American soldiers being killed, French soldiers being killed, Polish soldiers being killed in covert operations against Russia, attacks inside of Russia, that's already happened. Then you have limited military action. That ship has already sailed. More than limited military action, active involvement from NATO. Then you have a regional conflict. Okay, regional conflict into full-scale war, followed by nuclear war. At each level, we are hitting each of these markers now. And by the way, each of these markers, President Biden, the Biden administration told us we would not hit.
Yeah, because it's all bullshit. They're all liars. But I just got breaking news. Trump was shot at again. Can y'all believe it? Let me read this, a headline. It says, breaking, rifle recovered, person in custody after shots fired near Trump at golf course. So that's breaking news. So they're trying to take this guy out. I wouldn't be surprised if something happens, man. All right? We living in some crazy times, man. Crazy, crazy times. I don't even know if there's going to be an election. Who knows? We are clearly at the end of the thing, man. All right? We are at the end. It's only a matter of time before all-out war takes place, man. All right. Hold on one second, man. My damn. Here we go. There we go. Let me play it out.
We would end with economic sanctions. No, American soldiers are not going to be involved in any kind of covert actions. That's a lie. Then limited military action. Oh, F-16s, NATO forces, American forces on the ground, directing these traffic, launching these missiles, these HIMARS missiles and others. Regional conflict. How much higher do we need to go? I mean, it's all unfolding right before our eyes. Where is this going to end? And certainly they do not want President Trump to be president of the United States. He was the only one during the debate that said, stop this, put an end to this. Yeah. I have said repeatedly, regardless of where you come down on it, whether you're a Trump fan or not, they will not allow him to become president of the United States. And this is why they will not allow him to become president of the United States. They want this to continue, and they want.
And look, it's all BS. The whole presidential election and all that shit is set up by the elite. But this place is done, man. All right. Naquan, Shalom, Tazier, Shalom, Shalom. Naquan, Joel 3 and 12. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. All right. And that word Jehoshaphat in the Hebrew is actually Yahweh Shaphat, which means the Lord's judgment. And the heathen is talking about the other nations. Okay. These other nations that are not Israelites, they're labeled as the heathen. All right. And the Lord is waking them up, preparing them for war, preparing them for battle, for this major war that's about to take place, spoken of in the Bible. All right. This is the book of Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. That's World War III. All right. All three major world wars, World War I, World War II, and the final war is World War III. They're all spoken of in the Bible. Revelation 11, three major woes. Woe means what? Great death and destruction. That's what's coming. All right. Isaiah 34 and 2, Brother Naquan, the water. It says, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter, right? Because Yahushua is going to come at the peak of this war when the missiles are dropped. Because don't forget, there's going to be Yahushua is going to get down too, man. Okay, and that fathership, you're going to be shooting that concentrated fire, that laser on this place. So America is going to be taken out by two major things, which is the nuclear weapons from Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, so on and so forth, and even America's allies. Like I said, the beast shall hate the whore. And then also the chariot, okay, that fathership. The Lord's going to crack the sky with a giant UFO, okay, and, shoot fire on this place, man. Bro, hey, every knee shall bow, every tongue is going to confess the name of the Lord, Yahweh, and his only begotten son, Yahushua, man. This is going to be the greatest. This is going to be the greatest event ever to happen on this earth. It's going to be spoken of for generations and for eternity. What's about to happen on this earth is going to be spoken out about forever. Okay. And the crazy part is the prophets are telling. Luke 1 and 70, the Lord speaks through the mouth of the prophets. Okay. That's why these men, the prophets, starting with the elder apostles, are going to be famous. Okay, are going to gain glory, that's not what we're doing. We're doing it so we can gain salvation. But when it all takes place, the prophets are going to be, famous men. We were here in Babylon, Lord willing, we beat those men. Yahushua Ratazah, humbly speaking, as the hopeful elect. If we beat those men, we were speaking about this for years before it actually happened. And we were using the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. It's the Most High that speaks through us. All right. So, man, come on, man. Let me go ahead and I'm going to close it out with this. This is 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. The day of the Lord is when the missiles drop. When Yahushua comes back, he's going to come with the nuclear weapons, the nuclear missiles. They're going to be shot off from Russia, China, Iran. All right. It says, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Everything's going to be burned up by way of this fire, this nuclear fire that's coming, man. All right. So if we're that much closer to World War III, we're that much closer to the mark of the beast. Okay. We're that much closer to civil war. All right. You heard it first from the prophets, starting with the elder apostles. All right. Wake up and smell the roses, people. With that, call her by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Till next time, shalom.